What's the dumbest shit that never ceases to make you laugh? Back when I was 16, I had this summer job working at Riverside Park doing maintenance stuff. You know, emptying trash cans, setting up for events, basic grunt work. The park had this one massive problem though: geese. Not just any geese, but like 20 of the most aggressive territorial birds you've ever seen in your life. These things treated the walking paths like their personal kingdom. They'd block joggers, chase little kids around the playground, and bite anyone who got within 10 feet of them. The park manager kept getting complaints but couldn't do anything because apparently you need special permits to relocate geese. My buddy Caleb worked there too, and we spent most days complaining about having to clean up goose droppings everywhere. These birds left their mess on benches, sidewalks, even inside the bathroom somehow. One afternoon, while we were hosing down the pavilion, Caleb looks at me with this grin and goes, "Dude, I dare you to fight them." I'm like, "Fight who?" "The geese, man. Just walk right up to their little gang and show them who's boss." Now, being 17 and basically having zero brain cells, this sounded like the greatest idea ever. I spent the whole next weekend planning my attack. I made this cardboard shield out of a pizza box I found, painted it silver with spray paint from my dad's garage, found this old pot in our kitchen that barely fit on my head but looked knight-like enough, even made a battle plan and everything. Monday morning I showed up early, suited up in the maintenance shed like I was preparing for war. Caleb was already there with his phone out, ready to record the whole thing. I grabbed this push broom we used for sweeping and held it like a sword. The geese were hanging out in their usual spot near the pond, probably plotting their next attack on some innocent family. I took a deep breath, adjusted my pot helmet, raised my cardboard shield, and marched straight toward them yelling, "For the kingdom of garbage!" For like 3 seconds, everything went silent. The geese just stared at me. Even Caleb stopped laughing. I thought maybe I'd actually intimidated them, like they respected the armor or something. Then all hell broke loose. The biggest goose, this absolute unit that we called General Honks, let out the most terrifying hiss I've ever heard. Then they all started charging at once, wings spread, necks stretched out, making sounds like angry demons. I immediately dropped the broom and ran, but these geese were fast, like scary fast. One of them latched onto my pant leg with its beak and wouldn't let go. Another one was pecking at my pot helmet so hard it kept sliding over my eyes. I couldn't see where I was going and kept tripping over my own feet. I'm screaming, "I yield! I yield!" like we're in some medieval battle, but the geese don't care about surrender. They want blood. The only escape route was the lake. Without thinking, I just dove straight in, cardboard shield and all. The water was freezing and tasted like algae, but at least the geese stopped chasing me. They just stood at the edge, honking victoriously like they'd won some great war. I crawled out, soaking wet, my cardboard armor completely destroyed, pot helmet floating somewhere behind me. Caleb was dying laughing, and apparently some tourist had been filming the ducks when they caught the whole thing on camera. The park staff played that video in the break room for years. Every new employee had to watch the Goose War of 2019 as part of their orientation. I became a legend for all the wrong reasons. The worst part? The geese got even more aggressive after that, like they'd tasted victory and wanted more. I had to take a completely different route to the maintenance shed for the rest of the summer just to avoid them.